1177, appointment of a subcommittee to address the visioning process and I guess address the adoption of the permanent city logo. We have two clips. Gary Andre.
Yes, first of all, I want to let you know if you guys want a copy of the guidelines general plan from the state of California, I have it. I can email it to you guys if you want a copy. So you'll be able to refresh on this, find out what it's really about, finding the 7 elements, understand it all. I do have it. You can email me at GaryAndre@Verizon.net. General plan, you're in it. Visioning is all through it. Bring the public in. So I feel this is a very important issue. Cheryl and I first started this months ago through Land Development Review. We actually had a meeting because the election was coming up. We shut it down. I would like to be on this committee if possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Gina Casadon.
My question really is the size of, the 7.7. This is on the general action items. So is this the right place for this to be 7.7 and 7.8 with no action taken? Or are you taking action?
We're going to say 7.7.
Well, I know, but it's in your action
No
items.
motion listed at the bottom of it.
So my concern was with the permanent logo. Are you deciding on a permanent logo tonight?
No.
Okay, so why would is this on the wrong part of your agenda? An action item should only be under action items, shouldn't it? This is a discussion item,
Actually,
general information.
the council can, if it chooses to, take action on any item that's on the agenda. However, they've been divided into action and discussion based upon what it looks like here.
Really, if there's an item that's not on agenda, that's not an action item, they can take an action on it?
Well, we can make our own rules, can't we?
You can make your own
So
rules.
we could make our rules. But
Okay.
we're not going to.
We don't have to.
Yeah.
But I just wanted clarification because it was on an action item, and you have so much before you as a city, I didn't think a permanent logo was really
I
necessary.
don't think that was the intent of the item. He's saying the intent of the item is create a subcommittee to facilitate the process. Is that correct, Scott?
Correct.
Vote on the logo, not to vote on visioning, just a subcommittee to facilitate the process.
And I wonder if this should be two subcommittees. What do you think? One for the local, one for the vision.
Charles, your logo is going to come out of your visioning process. It's all part and parcel of your visioning. So my question is, if we decided that we're going to set up we're going to do the marketing of the visioning process probably in July or August, visioning process running through September. Scott? Oh, the subcommittee for the marketing.
Subcommittee for the marketing, and then, this same subcommittee will then be works with the community.
Well, I don't think the visioning process is not set up that way.
No.
Not typically, no. You just have, the community is invited, you have an objective facilitator, and they explain the process, they divide, whoever shows up at these meetings, they typically divide them into groups, so that one person can't take control of the sway. The groups discuss items, they come back, the facilitator works with them. The idea is to keep the process.
And so then the facilitator brings it back to the council instead of a subcommittee coming back.
Well, that, I don't know. Have
Well,
you
so
ever done,
the
John,
idea
you've
was-
done
that's
this,
what
give
it
us some idea.
Right.
Typically what happens is the directional way. Typically what happens is you go through, and you can appoint a subcommittee to help assist and put together sort of the fundamentals and the framework and help prepare for that day, although our staff would be wholly committed to that as well. And generally what happens is that on the day of the event, the council stands back and they're the observers. Then from the materials and all the information comes out of it, We'll take, 4 to 6 weeks to compile everything and bring it back in a report form and submit that as a report to the council for your perusal and review and all that sort of thing. And quite possibly out of that is where you start to get a sense of the direction of the logo, kind of the thoughts about what the Wilmar is and where it's going and some of those things. So there's an opportunity, however you want to do that. But the day of the event, council is exclusively an observer.
Well, I support your idea on the subcommittee. I realize that they can do that. So
I think we have, two people that are just at least working forward.
There's lots of choices here too, and there's more than one visioning process, consultant, but probably more than one good one that could be available this time. They have different ways of doing business. And I should just look at that.
Well, we're gonna have to look at costs. If we can get somebody to do it and no cost, that's the preferred mode, in my opinion. Trust, and they need to be somebody that the community can trust, that's good at very good at this, because consensus is the objective. When you get 100 or 200 or 300 people, hopefully we'll get it. I mean, to come to a consensus, you have to be, you gotta be good, because you gotta gain the trust of a huge group of people. And so, to me, at least, we want to get somebody that probably the community feels comfortable with, and we feel comfortable with, and we don't have to pay for it altogether.
Yeah, but it comes out of the community, that would be much better.
But on the other hand, you get what you pay for sometimes too, so I have to pay for something.
Well, we'll have to see, we have to see if we have the money.
We'll see what the subcommittee brings back.
So, we
Wait a
did,
minute, good point. Did you say that again?
I said, does Interwest have anyone on staff that could facilitate that?
Or PMC?
Yes, either one.
Yes.
so,
Still paying for it.
we're still paying for it.
But we're not paying extra over and above.
But anyway, two people can be on this subcommittee, we decide to go ahead with it. And so,
But then for Johnson, with the data, then all of us are there.
Who back off it?
well, we can,
It's hard.
we probably won't listen. But
Well, we can, but we can't be actively,
we can't participate.
right, we observe.
Right.
So, do we have some volunteers for this committee? I knew it was Scott.
Yeah, well,
You've got the most knowledge there, and I think it'd be very helpful.
Okay, so it sounds like we have Cheryl and Scott in on here. Okay. 7.8,
But do we have to have a motion for a subcommittee?
Actually, the way that works is that the mayor appoints a subcommittee unless there's an objection.
Thank you.
The chair.
Okay.